I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your daily forecast for the day of Tuesday, February 6th, 2018. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a personal update. I feel like I haven't done that in a while going on, but I'm just hanging in there trying to make this astrology thing work. I literally have some days where I'm like, this is the best thing ever, and I'm so glad I did this, and this is so exciting because it's what I really like to do. And then I have other days where I'm like, oh, what was I thinking doing all of this? Like, can I really make it work? And do I really have the discipline too to make it work on my own as well? So I think it's just been like a lot of that internal stuff that's been coming up, and me of course being afraid. Am I doing the right things? Am I working with the right people? Am I not? Can I really do this? So it's just been a lot of that's been like a little bit weird for me lately to get used to, that I'm trying to work out. So, and some days, yeah, I'm feeling better than others and all that stuff. I've also been trying like a bunch of makeup. I'm on some medicine for my acne and it's been clearing up a little bit, but I'm like still not sure if it's the old makeup that I was using, because I haven't found anything that's better than that I really like, even though you've seen me try a bunch of stuff in like the past week or two, well, longer than that, the past like month. So I'm just trying to figure out what's causing my acne, even though the antibiotics and like the medication seems to be working. So yeah, so that's also what's going on with me. Also an update on the mouse. I have not found it yet, but I also haven't heard it as much lately, so I'm not sure what's going on with the mouse, but yeah, I'm sure it's still around. I think every once in a while at night I'll hear it upstairs, but I haven't heard it as much. I know some of you have reached out to me. The traps I have also don't kill the mouse. They just are really sticky, so they just stick the mouse in it where the mouse can't move, and then I will get someone else like from my apartment complex to then hopefully, ideally if the office is open, to then remove the mouse from my apartment and take it outside. So I just want to let you all know I don't plan to hurt or kill the mouse, for those of you who are worried, if I do ever find it, which who knows at this rate. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you an update on that before I go on. All right, yeah, that's me. All right, your daily horoscope here, as I try to just figure things out and get things in order. Now, what's going on today, February 6th, 2018, we got the moon here in Scorpio, where it entered last night sometime. Okay, really bringing our attention, of course, to any deep emotions that we may have hidden beneath the surface that are uncomfortable. You have to remember, moon does not like being in Scorpio, so it does tend to bring up just deep emotional things that don't feel quite right. Okay, so that's coming in. Scorpio also does bring up relationships, not the Libra kind, but the deep, intense relationships, how you can share intimately with someone, share your time, share your money, share your body with someone. So issues of sex, intimacy, and financial, how you share your finances with someone, definitely come up in Scorpio, as well as just changes in your life, what changes it is that you want or need to make coming in. Okay, so that's what's going on. Now at 6 a.m., the moon in Scorpio makes a sextile over here to Saturn in Capricorn. All right, so I think any changes that you still realize you need to make early in the morning, or any deep emotional feelings that come up from the surface that may be hard and uncomfortable, are then helping you here to put your life in a better spot, to create the life direction that it is that you want, the career, the social standing, the reputation in some way. Okay, so I do see it being a good thing early in the morning, where we're realizing, you know, wait a second, there's things we feel here that we want and need that maybe we haven't talked about going on. And I think us addressing those things, addressing those changes, especially financial changes, relationship changes going on, is then going to help us here to feel much better about our life and where it's going, and feel like we're building something. All right, so I think that's what's going to go on at 6 a.m. Then, and that's going to last all day, okay, because the moon doesn't do anything after 6 a.m. until 4 p.m., okay, and at 4 p.m. at night, mountain time, the moon then comes into a square over here with Mercury and Aquarius. All right, so I think what's going on all of a sudden at the end of the day here, well, let me back up. I think what's going on today is at the beginning of the day, we're feeling like, you know what, I'm making some more changes in life. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm putting my life in the right spot here. These changes are really good for me. These feelings that I'm addressing, even if they are hard, are really helping me. And then I think we get to 4 p.m. at night, in the afternoon, we're like, wait a second. Okay, Now I made these changes that I thought were good, that I thought were going to help for me, but did I think once to check in about whether or not I wanted these changes, about whether or not they were authentic to me, about whether or not they could give me the life that I wanted to have? Okay, and I think that's what starts to come in at the nighttime, is you're like, okay, yes, I'm making more changes in my life. I'm addressing more of these feelings that I have and trying to work out some of my financial and relational stuff. But can they really like move me to the spot that I want in life? Do they really resonate with me on the inside? Can they really give me the life that I envision for myself and help my life be the biggest, best version that I want it to be? And I think that you kind of have to work that out at the nighttime and make sure here that these changes that you're making not only are good for your reputation and your career, but also really resonate with who you are on the inside and what you really want, and can help you, yeah, reach some bigger dreams that more excite you about life. Okay, that's going on, and I think that could bring up some hard conversations that come on at the nighttime, either with other people or with yourself, where you're trying to figure out, well, wait a minute, I keep making all of these changes, but are these changes what I want? Are they important to me? And really having to work that out, okay? That's what I see there. Then after that happens at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, the moon then moves further through Scorpio and comes into a trine over here with Neptune. Okay, and that could bring up, I want to say, some confusion at 8 p.m. here about what's going on. Confusion about what you're feeling on the inside, you know? I think a lot of it is we have so many deep feelings today with the moon in Scorpio coming up from beneath the surface, really inspiring us to act, to do things, to feel better emotionally here, and needing to think, okay, not only do these changes make sense emotionally, but do they make sense logically now as well for where you see your life going, and really having to work that out. And now that I'm making some of these deep changes, do they also make sense spiritually? And I think today is a day you're having to make sure, like, are all cylinders go, you know? Not just emotionally are you right, but intellectually and mentally, is this right for you? Spiritually, is this right for you? What's going on? And I think there could be some big changes in some things that we do at the morning that we feel really called to do, that at the nighttime we end up rethinking, or at the nighttime we end up being confused about or uncertain about in some way. And I think needing to make sure here, especially in the morning, that if there's any big changes that you're going to make, that they really help you here see the long-term vision, and that they really help you do some things that you want, and that they really resonate with you on the inside. Because if you don't check that out earlier in the day, I think at the nighttime there could be lots of confusion here about some changes you're making in life and about some of your feelings, okay? And needing to just make sure that whatever you're doing today is not based on like a knee-jerk reaction, is not based on a sense of fear that's coming in to your life, but is really based on a sense of deep inner truth and deep knowing, and is really based not only on an emotional feeling that you have, but on a logical, you know, the logical facts of the situation as well, and based on, too, a spiritual inclination that transcends anything else that could be passing, all right? So I think that's what's happening there. Okay, then at 11 p.m. Mountain Time, as the moon moves further towards Scorpio, it comes into a square with the nodes. Okay, and that, to me, whenever a planet squares the nodes, makes it super important. It's like the universe saying, okay, you really need to do this thing. Are you going to do it? Are you not? What's going on? And I think what happens at 11 p.m. at night is then the changes that we need to make in life become huge, because we've got this big arrow, if you can see it now, with the moon being at the center of the opposition the nodes are making. And the question at the nighttime becomes, okay, are you doing what you want? Are you like really making the right changes? Are these changes right for you, you know, and thinking more seriously about some things going on, okay? And I think what you're trying to figure out today is not only are you changing your life to do some things you want and honoring your emotions and addressing your emotions, but are you making the right changes that you really want, that are important to you? Do they all align? And I think the nighttime you get a chance here. I don't even know if it's a chance, but maybe you decide, all right, maybe some changes I made I want to do over. I want to do these things differently, you know, in a different way going on here. And I think at the nighttime you really become more internal to think about everything and to try to put all the pieces together in the right way if you missed doing them in the morning. All right. So I think that's what's going on there. needing to make more changes in your life, having more emotional feelings that it is that you need to address, okay, but just needing to make sure that you're doing it in the right ways, you're making the changes in your life in the right ways, that you're addressing some of your emotions properly, okay, so that your emotions don't get the best of you, so that it can ultimately give you the life that it is that you really want, that you've always dreamed of, okay, and so that you can start to feel just better about it emotionally inside, okay. So that's what I see happening there. Now, the other stuff going on in the background here is Venus in a sextile with Uranus happening, okay? So I think what that could bring up here, some unexpected things in relationships going on, maybe envisioning your life in a different way here, maybe other people in your life doing some things that are unexpected, or you yourself doing some things that are unexpected. So just maybe needing to be a little bit careful of that if anything does happen in that way. Although I think that these unexpected things that you or others are doing are meant to help you put your life in a better place, okay? So yeah, so I see that being a big thing here. You're trying to figure out who you need on board with you and what kind of money you need as well to reach some of your big goals and dreams, right? And maybe just doing some unexpected things in order to break free from old situations to put yourself in better ones, right? We also do have Mars here in a sextile with Mercury as well, helping you to envision a new life, do new things that you have not done before, and step into new chapters. So just a lot of that going on here, visioning your future, thinking about your future, and trying to figure out where you want your future to go, who you want to be in it here, and really just having to do things differently than you've done them before so that you can move forward, all right? While you're doing things differently here, trying to envision a new life and step into a new life, also maybe having some conversations from the past come up with Mercury as well, moving closer and closer to the south node, all right? And I think we're just having to try to figure out, with so much focus being on Aquarius this month, you're having to figure out where you see your life going, who you are in your life, what it is that you really want, and really having to rehash some old goals and dreams for the future so that you can either take them into new chapters or have new goals and new dreams and a new vision moving forward. And I think what we're trying to figure out today with all of these changes in life that we're making is, all right, where do we see our life going? And are these changes that we're making not only going to give us the reputation that we want, but give us the life that we want, help us reach some big dreams, and help us feel the most free, and just having to kind of just bring it all together, all right? So that's what I see going on there. Now your card for the day is the 9. It's the 9 of Wands, upright. This card, I think, is a card of being afraid, of being scared. Like, we're scared that we've gotten so far in our projects and where it is that we are, and now we're going to lose it all, that everything's going to fall away. I feel like I might have gotten this card recently, and I think I just want to leave with you the message to not be scared, to not be afraid. Sometimes when we get the moon in Scorpio, we act out of fear, and especially you got Mercury coming into the south node here, you overreact, you act out of fear, that kind of thing, worried, it's obsessively worried that things aren't going to go right, okay? And I think what you need to realize is that you are fine, things are going to be okay, and to not make any rash moves based on any rational sense of fear that you have about your life, to not let your feelings get the best of you, and to make some good things that you're making progress on get worse and fall by the wayside because of these feelings, okay? And I think if you can realize that you're in a better spot than you thought you are, maybe you're in a better spot than you feel you are on the inside, I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to make the changes that you need to make and to maneuver your life into the best possible life and version of yourself that it can be and that you can have, okay? So yeah, so this was what I want to leave with you today. You're in a better spot than you think you are. Don't drop the ball, okay, on what's going on, but don't fear about the future either, all right? So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.